Okay, I have to redo the whole thing. We were talking about question 2 from 2017 MCAT paper. I'll skip A and go straight to B. There is a reason for it. I'll come back to A later on. Okay, B is simplify x squared minus 5x plus 4 over 5x squared minus 20x. You'll always come across this sort of problem during the MCAT. So in fact there are two parts. Let me call it part 1. This is part 2. Right? So I am going to separate those two parts for the sake of my explaining the thing to the students. Okay, I'm going to write the expression, the top expression, as a part 1, and I'm going to factorize it. So the skill involved is factorize. I'm factorizing the top. It's a quadratic, so there will be two brackets. X times x will give you x squared, and I can see if I have a negative 4 over here and negative 1 over here, negative 4 times negative 1 will give you positive 4, which is the number at the end. And if I add them together, that will give you the middle number. Right, for the part 2, which is the bottom expression, which is 5x squared minus 20x. Right? And this is a very special situation with the quadratic. The middle term is missing. What I mean by this, see that this one has a middle term and the second expression doesn't have the middle term. So in this kind of situation, you look for a common factor. Okay, and the common factor will be 5 goes into both 5 and 20, and there is a common letter in both terms. So if I take out 5x out of the bracket, that means if I factorize, the remaining term will be x minus 5 goes into 4, 5 goes into 20, gives you 4, and x is taken out of the bracket. So once I factorize it, the second expression looks like this. Now I'm going to combine both, and I'm going to rewrite the factorized form. Okay, that's the top one. Once I factorized, I got the bottom one. Now I can see there is a common factor, and the common factor is x minus 4 on both top and the bottom expression. This is called cancellation. You simply draw a diagonal line through the top x minus 4, and you do pretty much the same thing to the bottom x minus 4. That's called cancellation. That's a process in algebra. Now once you've done that, you're pretty tidy, clean expression becomes x minus 1 from there and 5x. Now you got to ask yourself a question. Can I simplify that, or can I do any kind of rearrangement, manipulation with this particular one? This is the endpoint, so this is the answer, and this will be certainly not an achieved task. It will be better than that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'll just stop and